again. Making the video tonight. It's not going to be... We're going to this, guys. This is going to be a long video. 20-30 minutes. I'm not sure how long, but it's going to be long. I can guarantee you. So I will make shorts for if people don't have time or don't want to watch the whole video, but this is going to be a long video. So tonight I'm going to recap about the debate. I'm also going to talk about some political issues that are going on, but I'm mainly going to recap about the debate. So initially the debate... You know, actually it's not going to be long. Like, I don't want to get into everything in the debate, but just like the last debate, just like the last Republican debate, most of the real issues that are happening were not brought up once. Not brought up once. The unemployment crisis, how so many people are struggling to find a job, not brought up once. How low wages are, not brought up once. How high taxes are, not brought up once. How high inflation is, briefly brought up, but not talked about enough. The healthcare problem, talked about by one candidate, barely. 8. The artificial intelligence rise, not talked about. The 350,000 kids that do not have parents or guardians, not being talked about. The drug epidemic, not being talked about. The border crisis was talked about a lot, but not a real solution. And the rest of divisiveness, not talked about. The woke that's going on in our country, the rise of feminism, these things not being talked about. The real issues are not being talked about. This is my problem with the Republican candidates. Listen, and before I get into this, I respect Chris Christie. I do. I think he's a good, strong candidate. But all 8 of these candidates, 7 of these candidates, how are one of them, along with Donald Trump, going to defeat Joe Biden when you don't have a real solution? You know, we need someone who can go toe-to-toe on Joe Biden, across multiple debates, and say to Joe Biden, ask him the tough questions. Ask him, Mr. President, why did you run us so far into debt? Mr. President, why did you spend so outrageously? Mr. President, why don't you want to secure our border? Mr. President, why do you keep fanning the flames of wokeism and feminism? Mr. President, why haven't you kept a single promise that you made? Mr. President, why did you promise to unite us and you divided us? Mr. President, why are you letting Kamala Harris control you? The tough questions. Look him right in the eyes. Answer him the questions. Someone who can not only do that, but out-talk him as well. And then, not only that, but talk to the real people about real problems that are going on. Not only talk about real problems that are going on, but talk about solutions of how you're going to do it. How you're going to get inflation and taxes down. How you're going to get the economy getting stronger again, and not just working for those at the top, working for everybody. How you're going to get wages up. How you're going to get the debt down. Sorry, I already said that. How you're going to fix the healthcare problem. Talk about real issues. How you going to education. This is something I really want to bring up in this video. I'm going to make a video on this right afterwards about education, but education was not talked about properly tonight, so tune in for my next video, because that's going to be about education. But basically the point is, guys, these candidates are not prepared to take on the woke, the communist, woke, socialist, progressive, far-left, liberal, crazed Democratic Party. They're not prepared. So I'm saying this, we need Jesse Ventura to run as an independent. We need Mark, we need someone, Tulsi Gabbard, to come in and take on these two parties and beat them. That's what we need. Otherwise, we're going to be in this same mess 4 years from now, and 4 years on and on and on until our country obliterates. We need to fix this now, and we're not going to fix it with a Democrat or Republican. None of these candidates can fix it. None of the Democratic candidates can fix it. We're not going to fix it. Now, Chris Christie and Ron DeSantis both brought up a point that Donald Trump should be there on the stage. They both brought it up twice, and he should be there on the stage. He is a coward. Coward. He's a coward, and, pardon my French here, a pussy. A coward, chicken, shit, pussy, who would not show up to the debate. Sorry, YouTube, for my cursing. But show up. You've had 2 opportunities. He didn't show up the first time. He didn't show up the second time. He's a coward. He doesn't want to be called out. He doesn't want to be put in his place, called out, debate somebody. He does not want to do it. Sorry, guys, that's my cat in the background. He doesn't want to do it. Joe Biden doesn't want to do it. He won't debate RFK or Marianne Williamson. They are cowards. Now, another point that Chris Christie brought up in the end of the debate was, they asked the question, if you could knock any candidate out of this race, who would it be? Chris Christie said Donald Trump. He did, which is a fair point, because he talked about how he failed us. And when me and my family were watching this, I watched this with my grandmother and a couple of my uncles, we all agreed that Donald Trump should be knocked out of the race. He's disqualified. And my grandmother asked the question, who would we knock out of the Democratic race out of 3 candidates? And we all said Joe Biden. These 2 old fools who refuse to debate, who are cowards, who are failed presidents, and who are radicals, need to be voted out. We cannot let Trump get back in. We cannot let Biden stay in. We have to elect new people who can fix these problems that the Democrats and Republicans have caused, that old man Trump and old man Biden caused, that fascist and racist Trump caused, and that woke and feminist Biden caused. We need to knock this crap off and fix our problems. That's point blank, guys. That is the point. I know I sound aggressive with this, but this is a very passionate issue about me. And before I get off this stage, I said this earlier in the clip. The election denying that I'm surprised did not come up needs to stop on both sides. The 2020 election was not stolen, and the 2016 election, there was no interference. They were both fair and free elections that Americans voted, and that's the point. So that's what I'm going to end this as, guys. This video wasn't as long as I thought it was going to be, but still, guys, point is, please do not fall for a Democrat or Republican. Please vote third party. It's now more than a vote third party, vote independent, write someone in. Please do not waste your vote on these radical DNR failed politicians. Alright, guys, that's it for today. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please like this video, leave a comment, guys, and subscribe for more. Bye-bye.